March 8th, 2014. A night in Kuala Lumpur. On the runway, a Boeing 777 belonging to Malaysia Airlines prepares for takeoff. Flight MH370. Route: Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. A routine, ordinary flight. Thousands like it happen every single day. But this flight would go down in history as one of the greatest mysteries of the 21st century. There are 239 people on board, 227 passengers, and 12 crew members. Among them, business people, students, tourists, 5 children under 5 years old. For them, it was a simple journey, just 6 hours to Beijing. The captain, 53-year-old Zahari Ahmad Shah, a veteran pilot with 33 years in Malaysia Airlines and over 18,000 flight hours. He had even built a full Boeing 777 simulator in his own home to train and mentor young pilots. His co-pilot, 27-year-old Farik Abdul Hamid, was among the youngest on long-haul duty. This was one of his first independent flights. Everything that night went exactly to plan. The aircraft passed all pre-flight checks. No technical issues. Weather: clear, calm skies. Enough fuel for 7 hours of flight. 12:42 a.m. local time. MH370 lifts off. Air traffic control. Malaysian 370 clear for takeoff. Captain replies, "Thank you. Good night." The plane climbs smoothly. Everything is perfect. At 10,000 meters, the airliner crosses into Vietnamese airspace. 1:19 a.m. The controller hands the flight off to Ho Chi Minh sector. Contact Ho Chi Minh on 120.9, and the pilot responds, "Good night, Malaysian 370. Those were the last words ever heard from the crew. 1:21 a.m. The plane disappeared from radar. No distress call, no warning. It just vanished. The radar screens fall silent. The ACARS system, which sent flight data every few minutes, stops transmitting. The transponder manually switched off. At first, controllers thought a glitch, a radar issue. But time passed, and no airport reported a landing. Only 6 hours later did Malaysian authorities declare an emergency. The aircraft was officially missing. What happened in those minutes between goodnight and disappearance? Early satellite data showed that the plane didn't crash. It kept flying, but off course. The Boeing 777 made a sharp turn, looped back across the Malaysian peninsula, passed over the Strait of Malacca, and then headed into the unknown, toward the Indian Ocean. From that moment, it became a ghost plane. 1:30 a.m., MH370 cruising at 10,900 meters. 2:03 a.m., it passes over the tiny island of Pulau Perak. 2:22 a.m., the aircraft vanishes completely from military radar. No one ever saw it again. The news spread across the world. TV, newspapers, the internet. Everyone asked the same question. How can a massive Boeing simply disappear in the 21st century? Governments of China, the US, Australia, and Malaysia launched an urgent search. Within 24 hours, 26 countries joined the operation. Radars, satellites, dozens of aircraft and ships, but no trace.
A system built to control the skies was powerless against one vanished flight. It was the beginning of the largest search operation in aviation history, and perhaps the greatest mystery of our time. Morning of March 8, 2014, Flight MH370 never arrived in Beijing. The departure board first said delayed, then canceled.
Families waited. Passengers' phones were still ringing, but no one answered. It was the first day of the largest search operation in aviation history. 26 countries, hundreds of military and civilian ships, submersibles, satellites, helicopters. They searched everywhere: the South China Sea, the Strait of Malacca, and then the vast Indian Ocean. But the ocean was silent. No wreckage, no fuel slick, as if the plane had simply dissolved into air. Weeks later, experts from the British company Inmarsat noticed something strange. Every hour, their satellites received faint handshakes, signals from the aircraft's communication system. It meant that MH370 remained airborne for at least 7 more hours, flying south into one of the most remote regions on Earth. 239 lives, 152 Chinese citizens, 50 Malaysians, and people from 12 other countries. Among them, 20 engineers from Freescale Semiconductor, working on microchips for defense systems. A group of Chinese artists returning home after an exhibition in Malaysia. Families, children, students, business people. And one Russian, Nikolai Brodsky from Irkutsk, returning from vacation in Bali. None of them knew their names would forever be part of the most mysterious aviation disaster of our time. A year passed. On July 29, 2015, a local man on Reunion Island found a large piece of wing, length 2.5 meters, marking 657BB. Experts confirmed it belonged to the missing MH370. Later, more debris was found in Mozambique, South Africa, on the islands of Rodriguez and Mauritius, all from the same aircraft.
The ocean did hold answers, but released them one by one, as if testing humanity's patience. Investigators explored every theory. Theory 1: catastrophic failure. A mechanical breakdown, sudden decompression, crew unconscious, the plane flying on autopilot until fuel ran out. Theory 2: hijacking. 2 passengers flew with stolen passports, but no link to terrorism was found.
Theory 3: pilot involvement. Some believe Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah deliberately changed course and flew into the ocean. Yet investigators found no signs of depression or intent. Theory 4: external interference. A systems malfunction, a military incident, or an unknown event in the air. But no country ever admitted involvement. No theory was ever proven. The truth sank with the plane. 3 years of searching. 120,000 square kilometers of ocean. $135 million spent. Thousands of hours underwater. And yet, nothing. Scientists believe MH370 may have entered the water almost vertically, remaining largely intact and sinking instantly, to a depth where even light cannot reach. Down there, in the silence, may lie an answer the world is not ready to hear.
Families still wait. Some believe the plane landed on a remote island. Others just want the truth. But truth never came. Every March 8th, in Malaysia, candles are lit for those lost. 239 flames, one for each life on board. More than 10 years have passed. MH370 has never been found. No wreck site, no black boxes, no answers.
New searches are planned for 2025. Ocean Infinity promises to dive deeper than anyone has ever gone before. But even if the plane is found, will the world be able to accept the answer? Sometimes, secrets are stronger than the human mind, and the ocean knows it's not ready to give everything back. The search for the wreckage of the Boeing 777 continues.
We hope you learned a lot of new and interesting things. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. See you next time.